Hey, what's up, everybody? This your girl, the Queen Jinx. You are now tuning in to What's the 411, episode 10. We're going to talk about the Netflix boycott that Monique is starting. We're also going to talk about my NFL playoff predictions. And we're going to talk about Donnie versus Jay-Z. Now, let's get right into it. First, I'm going to start off with my NFL prediction. Of course, everybody knows that I love Philadelphia Eagles to the death of me. My mother is from there, so you know I got to rep for the home team. I'm hoping that they can pull this dub, but due to the fact that Tom Brady has a history of cheating, it's, kind of up in the air. Plus, he's also getting ready to retire this year, so, of course, they're going to make a big shindig out of the whole situation. So, we'll see who wins, but go Eagles. Thing, I want to let you guys know that tonight is the Grammys, and I'm so proud and so hyped for my girl Cardi B. She's nominated for 2 awards. Also, shout out to Bruno Mars, SZA, Kendrick Lamar, Alyssa Cara, all these amazing artists who are being nominated and being recognized tonight on the Grammys. So make sure you guys are tuning in for that. To talk about this Netflix boycott that Monique has started, many of you have heard that Monique brought to Instagram to boycott Netflix because they offered her $500,000 Netflix special, comedy special. And of course, she wants to bring up colorism and sexism when it comes to the amount that she's being paid. Honestly, I feel like in this situation, Monique, you haven't done anything of lately that has brought recognition to your career. I feel like you really have downplayed your career a lot, doing certain roles that you have done and agreeing to do certain movies that you have done. I understand also that Netflix did tell you that they were not going to use a resume as a reason to pay people more, but you have to think about it like business mindset. If it doesn't make money, it doesn't make sense. So, Netflix is going to bring something that's going to make money. And, of course, they're not going to give you the ultimate price because they don't know if you're going to revenue more than the $500,000 that they offer you. And it was easier with Dave Chappelle and guys like that because people are guaranteed to go see Dave Chappelle. People are guaranteed going to watch Cat Williams. And they're going to get back the money that they paid him, basically. So I understand why Netflix offered as much as they did to you. I do also understand why Monique feels the way that she does because she did pay her due diligence in this industry as a comedian and being a black comedian at that, female black comedian at that. She just got to understand that sometimes, you have to put your ego to the side and accept what's coming to you because it can only prepare you for better. And I say the same thing about Wanda Sykes as well, who also stated that she was offered less than the $500,000 that Monique was offered. And for me personally, I feel like Wanda Sykes, she's not a major comedian to me. She is a supporting comedian, if anything. So I feel like, you guys are getting what you deserve. And then to explain on Monique's behalf even more is you have people that have worked with you who have basically said that your attitude sucks. So, everything is based on your professionalism. Everything is based on how you treat others. And if you can't respect others and give respect to yourself and carry yourself in a manner where people want to work with you and want to give you what you really deserve, then don't expect it, now. Because at the end of the day, nobody owes you nothing. Netflix doesn't owe you anything. I feel like if anybody owes you anything, it's yourself. You owe yourself the respect and the dignity that others get, but you chose to continuously show your ass. You chose to continuously do things that people did not agree with, and you basically brought it upon yourself. And it's all about humbling yourself. Dave Chappelle, he went away for that long period of time. But at the end of the day, Dave Chappelle probably was still making money because people were still watching Chappelle's show. People were still watching the little block party that he did with Erykah Badu and the Roots. So, it's all about who can revenue the money, who can keep the money coming in for that company. And Monique, honestly, the last thing you did that was A-list to me, honestly, was Queens of Comedy and that Last Christmas movie. And that was it. Other than that, I loved your little other movies that you did, but they were not A-list movies. So, no disrespect to you and your career and what you have done in the industry, but you're going to have to put yourself out there a little bit more than what you have been doing, and tone it down some. You don't have to always be the loud mouth girl from Baltimore. You can tone it down, relax, and just go get what you need and go get what you want. And realize that nobody's about to boycott Netflix for y'all because y'all got offered 500. We out here struggling trying to even get 500,000 in our savings. Like, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. All right. Now moving on to the Jay-Z and Donnie situation. This is the part that I've been waiting to talk about all night. Now, Jay-Z was recently in an interview with a young man named Van Jones, I believe, and he was stating how basically people disguise stuff and try to make it seem like it's sweet on the outside when really it's some shit on the inside going on. And he used the reference as, you know, spraying perfume on a trash can. You keep spraying perfume on a trash can, that sweet scent is going to keep attracting flies to the trash can, and you're just going to create maggots and all these roaches and everything else is going to come out the woodworks. And like he said, you'll create a superbug. And in the instance of the interview, the superbug was Donald Trump. And I want people to understand, Donald Trump is a special kind of man, okay? And for me personally, I feel like he thinks he's still on The Apprentice. And that's fine. That's your shit. That's your situation that you have to deal with. But you're a president now. Like, you're dealing with everybody's lives. You're dealing with everybody's different livelihoods. Like, some people are not coming from the same cloth. All that. Like, you have to deal with this. You have to do your job. And, of course, being Donnie, being the Mr. Trump that he is, he goes on Twitter and responds to Jay-Z and says, well, somebody should tell Jay-Z that I created jobs for African Americans and the unemployment rate for African Americans have decreased, and I'm bringing jobs back from Mexico to come to the U.S. so I can create jobs for everybody here in the U.S., which is fine and dandy. That's your job. You're supposed to do that. That's what we hired you for, or that's what people hired you for. I didn't vote for you. I didn't vote this year at all because I didn't like none of the candidates. But, you know, it's crazy to me because it's like you want a cookie for things that you do, and it's like, that's what you're supposed to do, my guy. That's your job. That's what you got hired to do. And, you know, it's sad that, you know, he feels like he can do all this shit talking on the internet all day. But as soon as somebody like Chrissy Teigen or John Legend or whoever else has ever said anything about this man on Twitter, he feels the need, oh, I'm gonna block him. But you're the president. Why are you blocking people that you have to deal with? Like, you're going to have to deal with these people later on in life. Like, even after your presidency, you're probably going to run into Chrissy Teigen. I'm still going to talk my shit. I'm still going to let you know that what you represent and what you think is making America great again isn't. You know, and you aren't going to be the reason why America gets great again. You know, it's going to be people who are actually out here working for better and want people who don't want to be in the countries that they're in. We want those people to be able to experience life how life is supposed to be experienced. At the end of the day, the only point that Jay-Z was trying to make is that you can't keep covering bullshit with gold, because eventually the gold is going to fade off. You know, especially if it's just some spray paint gold and not even no real 24 carats, okay? You know, and I feel like he takes things and runs with it and feels like people are supposed to, like I said earlier, supposed to give him a cookie. This is your job. This is what you ran for. This is what you want to do. So do your job accordingly and leave people's lives out of it. You know, if people want to be here and live in America and do what they're supposed to do, then let them do that. But for the ones that's not doing what they're supposed to do, for the ones that don't want to help, for the ones that don't want to make the economy better, then yeah, you ship them out, you know. Sorry, you got to go, but like, your kids can stay, but you got to go. Like, you fucking up. you messing it up for everybody else. So it's insane to me how things are in this crazy place we call USA, the home of the free, because there's a time for everything, and I feel like some people don't realize that. You know, I can't express enough to people, like, you have to keep faith, you have to keep pushing no matter what you're going through. You know, just know you're not alone. Everybody's going through something. Everybody is dealing with an issue or demon that they're trying to fight. Just know you're not alone, ever, never alone. So but yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed episode 10 of What's the 411. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, click the button below, and make sure you follow all social medias.